Tonight's series questions about a traffic accident 8 years ago involving a prominent political candidate and what he says about the accident today, now that he's running for U.S. Congress. The CBS4 I-team and our news partners with the Miami Herald have spent the last 6 weeks looking into the incident involving congressional candidate David M. Rivera and discrepancies between his version of events and what an official Highway Patrol report says happened. CBS4 I-team reporter Stephen Stock has the details.
If we can flee, we have to take our seats right away.
As executive director of the Republican Party in Miami-Dade, committee man for the state GOP, and state lawmaker since 2002, including serving the last 2 years as chairman of the Florida House Appropriations Committee, David M. Rivera has become a politically powerful state representative.
I'm David Rivera, and I approve this message because...
But as Rivera now tries to advance to the halls of Congress, the CBS4 I-team and the Miami Herald have uncovered discrepancies involving an incident that happened here on the Palmetto Expressway in the run-up to the 2002 election. That incident and Rivera's response to it today raise serious questions. According to this Florida Highway Patrol crash report filed September 6, 2002, a truck working for Liberty Mailing Services was delivering campaign flyers to the U.S. Post Office. On board the truck, thousands of flyers by Rivera's opponent at the time, flyers that included a last-minute attack on Rivera's character. Before the truck could make it to the U.S. Post Office, however, a car driven by David M. Rivera struck it, forcing the truck to the shoulder of the Palmetto Expressway right in the middle of evening traffic, 10 minutes before its deadline to get to the post office, 6 o'clock. Rivera, who has refused to talk to us about the incident, released a statement that claims the accident happened because he wanted to pull the truck over on the Palmetto to, quote, retrieve a batch of his own campaign flyers that were also on the truck. Rivera said he wanted to pull his flyers off the truck after learning that Liberty Mail was, quote, also producing mailers for Rivera's opponent. Rivera says he agreed to rendezvous with the truck on the exit ramp of the Palmetto, where Rivera said he removed the flyers from the truck. The trouble is, the FHP report says the accident happened in the middle of the road, specifically not on the exit or entrance ramps. The reports also state that Rivera was driving alone. Rivera's statement says that other campaign workers were with him at the time, in at least one other car to, quote, help out.
Well, I remember David calling me. He needed an attorney.
Juan Judas Cordero told I-team reporter Jim DeFede that even though it was a fender bender, he was asked to go to the scene on the Palmetto.
I went out to the scene, surveyed the situation, and that's about all I can tell you. I'm an attorney. It's attorney-client privilege. He's got to release it. If not, I'm bound by it.
But he got into a minor fender bender on the Palmetto and he called an attorney?
He's in the middle of an election. Anything like that, he knows to call me.
But now, in a statement, Rivera denies that Cordero was ever an attorney for him or his campaign. And the president of Dodd Printing, which now owns Liberty Mailing, Richard Sierra, told both the Miami Herald and CBS4 that Rivera's version of events is not quite true. Quote, the company truck did not voluntarily pull off the highway, and, quote, we did not remove any flyers. Whatever was on the truck was mailed, said Richard Sierra. The FHP report shows the truck's driver told the officer that Rivera hit him, forcing the truck to pull over, though Rivera denied that to the FHP officer in the same report. Because of those conflicting statements, no charges were filed in the accident. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, we should tell you that CBS4's Jim DeFede is friends with one of the Democratic candidates seeking the same seat as Rivera. This is not the first time questions in this campaign have been raised about David Rivera's statements. In July, he denied to the Miami Herald being friends with a principal of a group that advises companies on how to trade with Cuba, despite several prominent witnesses telling the paper those two men are very close. And in June, a campaign statement denied that foreclosure proceedings began on a Tallahassee house that Rivera owned with former House Speaker Marco Rubio, even though property and foreclosure records clearly showed he co-owned the home and that the bank had begun court proceedings after Rubio and Rivera both missed 5 months of mortgage payments. I'm Stephen Stock, the CBS4 I-team.
Thank you, Stephen.
Well, hot outside.